Hey guys, we are here with Grandmaster Ron Liu from California, San Jose, who's visiting us for more than a month actually in Germany.
To, June 24th. So I'll be here for over 20-something days.
So, how often did you came here to Germany? This is not your first time. I've seen you many times over here.
Yeah, this is my 8th time. And then my first time was here in 1990. And then about 13 years later, I started coming more often. So I came here to come to the camp, the One Hapkundo camp, outdoor camp. And that was my 7th time. But I've been here 8 times since 1990.
Oh, great. So, what exactly are you teaching here while you're in Germany? I know you're a lot into stick fighting. You got taught by the legend Cacoy Doce. Can you tell us something more about the system, the Escrima system?
Well, I started way back in 1963 in Kung Fu. And that's how I met Sifu Altakaskos, because I was doing Kung Fu and met him. He was doing his style of Kaji Kempo and then gravitate to One Hapkundo. But I changed over about 1991. I started getting to more the Escrima and started working with the Escrima sticks. And met Cacoy Doce at that time, about in early 80s, and then began to train with them. And Cacoy Doce just passed away about 2 years ago at age 96. But his style is Cacoy Doce Paras. It's Doce Paras style, and his style is really the Corto style, which is close range fighting, and fits very well with Kung Fu, One Hapkundo, because you use the hands a lot. And the Escrima sticks is almost like hand fighting, except you have a third arm or fourth arm, double stick or single stick. So I kind of gravitate into that of his style. Very good style.
Mm-hmm. And how long did you train with Cacoy Doce?
Yeah. About 18 years. There was 5 of us, actually total 6 core guys in San Jose, California, and we privately trained with Cacoy for 18 years. And then he left and couldn't travel anymore because of his age. But we trained privately. He'd come over to the United States for 6 months at a time, and then go back to the Philippines in 6 months. So for 18 years we trained that way, and our training was quite unique and quite different from his teachings. Is actually all we did is spar for 18 years. Spar, and that's how we learn.
Mm-hmm. Do you have something particular about him that you will probably never forget, like a very special moment and experience that you had in your past while training and learning under him?
Most of all is that his skills is superb. He fought over 100 tournaments, not tournaments. He fought in a tournament, but he fought over 100 fights and never lost one. So learning his style is very unique. He has various background in boxing, judo, aikido, karate. So he kind of gravitated and brought that into the system. So what I really learned from him is that he's able to manipulate his stick like his hands so quick. And the other thing he does too, he tells you a lot of jokes. So while he's hitting and beating you up, he's telling you jokes. Very noble man, very honorable man, but also very deadly with his Escrima sticks. So learning from him, just gravitate the skill much higher. Working with Escrima sticks teaches your hands. So you improve your hands much more by working with the Escrima sticks.
Mm-hmm. He also developed Escrito, right?
Yeah. He was the very first one brought in, since he had the diverse background of judo, jiu-jitsu, aikido. So he kind of brought into the throwing art. Escrito is quite different in art of using the stick to throw you, which is quite different instead of just open hands. So he's able to manipulate working with the stick to throw you, and then they named it Escrito.
Okay. Do you have something that you try to focus on while you're here? Do you have something that you want to give to all the students that train here in Germany?
Well, Cacoy developed the Escrito in 1948 when he brought Escrito. So that's my forte. I love to teach and share Escrito. So every time I come here and come to the outdoor camp and teaching One Hapkundo students, is I try to bring in the different facets of how you utilize the Escrima, utilizing the stick combination, but also working of how you do the throwing art. It's a beautiful art to throw with finesse, without brute force. That's another vehicle. So to do it with finesse is really an art, beautiful art.
What is the most important thing? If we talk about, we go a little bit more personal right now. What is the most important thing for you that you achieved through the martial art?
I think the most important thing is really begin to share your knowledge. And I find that the more I share, the more I understand what I have learned, but also seeing others of how creative they get, but also I see as an exchange of my knowledge versus their knowledge, and able to bring to another level, for another student to see something creative, something that they could take back and make it their own. The whole thing working with martial arts is you got to get rid of the ego. The best thing to do is to have a training partner rather than a sparring partner. A training partner is that you actually share your knowledge and give them everything that you have. And in exchange, they give everything they have, and you begin to escalate your level of understanding and skill. So I kind of gravitate to share everything, and you receive everything, and you be able to improve your skill and heighten the skill and increase the level.
Mm-hmm. So my last question would be, after all these years that you trained in martial arts, do you have an advice to all the people, especially all the young people that train in martial arts? I think you already answered the question right now, right?
Yeah. Practice,
Okay.
practice, and share. Well, Cacoy style is Corto style, so it's a very close range, so it's very, very unique. So I'll show you some of the basic. He has some basic strikes of 12 strike, 12 blocks, but those are kind of common to everyone. But foregoing that, talk you through and maybe show you some unique things that he does from close range. So one of the things that Cacoy does, he always chokes up in this range. Back in old style, it used to be this way with the thumb. I think it's like a sword. But in 1951, he changed it to this, about 2 inches. And the reason why he did that is he used the butt end a lot, and he used the hip. So he blocks here, boom, boom, right to the face. So this is very effective. Not to 2004, now he's always thinking, he changed it to this length. And the reason why I go longer is that since we're Corto style, we don't need 2 inches here. You put 2 inches down here. So therefore, you can actually work it to use a bracing, locking, okay? And also, if you hook, you got this hook, okay? So you're looking this way, So he's using this, as another short stick, So he shortened this, and another thing he said, it's a baseball bat. If I choke here, I'm quicker here. And so he said, oh, for 2004, still thinking. So Corto style is that we're in tight and we're using the left hand. Instead of using 2 sticks, we're always using the left hand, how we hook, how we change. And I know you're going to grab. You grab, then I got you the hook. Okay? So he's using the left hand a lot and using the stick a lot, how you change. Boom, boom, and see how you use this. You also how you use this. So he goes into a throwing technique, which is a squeedo. So his favorite usage is not using 2 sticks. It's only one Ulysses, the stick, and also the hand, what you call the light hand. So the light hand is always active with changing. Boom, boom, boom. I come out here, come here, right here. I'm in here. How I change, how I hook, how I move. So the left hand is very active in how you change and maneuver into a disarm and a hit. His corto, his hitting, his curve hit. Because if you go here, I come here, you go here, come here. I'll change. Boom, boom. So that's the style, is utilizing every part of the Ulysses using a choke-up fashion and quick, but also extending, so now you have a viable short stick and close range. I just play with it. Boom. I use the stick, use the stick, I want to change it. This arm, boom, I've got the two.
Yeah.
So I'll use the left hand change. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Go here, you take it. This is a Bobby Holy Oak whip made in Moab, Utah, and she makes it special to the design. The style that I do is called Tibetan Wave. It's a Filipino whip art. It's a 5-footer, and the way you calculate 5 foot is from here to here is 5 feet. And its unique style is a Filipino art. It's a shorter whip, but what I have done compared to other whip artists is I use the left hand. A lot of the whip artists use either 2 whips or just 1 hand and whipping. But I brought in the Filipino style of working with the Escrima stick, using this with the left hand. So I'll demonstrate a little bit with it, okay?
Okay, thank you to Grandmaster Ron Lu. It was really a pleasure. Thank you a lot.
My pleasure.
I think I
Glad
learned.
to see you again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. I think I learned a lot today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can check out more about Ron Lu on www.ronlu.com. I'll just put the link in the description.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you a lot.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Aloha.